summer of 2013, my girlfriend Amy and I prepared ourselves for the adventure of a lifetime, a 146-day motorcycle ride around all 33 provinces of China. This was something that had never been previously attempted before, and we didn't know exactly what to expect. Summer of 2013, my girlfriend Amy and I prepared ourselves for the adventure of a lifetime, a 146-day motorcycle ride around all 33 provinces of China. This was something that had never been previously attempted before, and we didn't know exactly what to expect. But we were excited to explore this incredible country with a rich history, over 1 billion people, and diverse climates ranging from grass plains to deserts to alpine wilderness.
في 19 من يوليو عام 2013 بدأ باك بيرلي وإيمي ماتيسون جولتهما على متن دراجة نارية ليجوبا الصين. استغرقت الجولة أكثر من 146 يوما وقطعا 34,153 كيلومترا، واجها الأحوال الجوية القاسية كالأمطار في المروج المنغولية، العواصف الرملية على أطراف صحراء غوبي، وتساقط الثلوج على الهيمالايا.
Pretty precarious areas that we were going through today with construction.
Broken for the second time. Doesn't allow you the right to tell me off.
Motorcycle we were able to weave through, and we ended up getting to the end of the traffic jam. And there was this big accident with a truck was completely smushed like a tin can.
I don't like it when you put in so much effort. You still don't have much to show for it.
The wind's coming off of the snow. And makes everything freezing, basically.
It just sort of stopped. Well, at first it was revving a lot, and then it just sort of stopped. It started again.
جاء باك من نيويورك، وصل الصين للمرة الأولى عام 2006 وعشق البلاد. تخرج من جامعة تورنتو عام 2010 ثم انتقل للعيش في بكين ولا يزال فيها، يعمل كمطور شبكة ومستشار تسويق.
Bug has a very open character, and to work with him is very, you can feel very relaxed, and he can work very efficiently. So every time you have some problems, you just talk openly and directly to him, and we say assign a task to him, and he can finish very fast.
Do you mind if we just have a look over there? Have a look at this? Okay. And she worked in the original.
جاءت إيمي من بريطانيا عام 2010 وعملت سابقا في أوكسفورد لسنوات بعد تخرجها من جامعة بروك في المدينة.
In this area, basically like this. This is the property.
تعمل مصممة كبيرة في المكتب الفرعي ببكين لشركة هندسة معمارية. منذ وصولها الصين أولت اهتماما كبيرا بترميم وصيانة المباني التاريخية. إنها مفتونة بالتراث المعماري وتاريخ حماية الآثار الثقافية. أسست موقعا إلكترونيا اسمه ترميم المباني الصينية، يعد الوحيد من نوعه باللغة الإنجليزية وتنشر أبحاثها وآراءها في هذا المجال.
这是 Amy 呢，应该讲呢是2年前的事情吧。那我们呢一直在寻找一些古建筑方面的专家，然后发现有一个非常有意思的网站，它是专门讲中国的古建筑的修复的，所以最后我们就邀请他作为嘉宾来我们公司做一次演讲。然后从此之后我们觉得，哎，这个人是我们想要的这么一个人物，所以我们就开始通过各种渠道去找到 Amy。所以这个过程让我们非常兴奋，因为我们终于可以用一个外国人来用他独有的视角来研究中国的古建筑修复。
التقى باك بإيمي في بكين في شتاء 2010 وحاليا يسكنان مع قطتيهما في شقة بوسط المدينة.
This is Simba. We've had him since he was a little baby. He's a stray, and he's the kindest cat you'll ever come across. He loves people and loves to be around other people. We just found him in an alleyway when he was very, very small.
We have another one as well, also a stray. He's a little bit more shy, but
yeah, the white one.
Yeah, we were really lucky too because we got them before we left on the trip, and we had several friends that offered to this sort of
three friends that basically looked after them in rotation.
It's good. Yeah, they're pretty good. They take care of themselves.
بأوائل 2013 بدأ بالتخطيط للجولة. أرادا قضاء شهر أو شهرين للقيام بالرحلة في مقاطعة يونان جنوب غربي الصين. تطورت طموحاتهما فقررا تحطيم رقم جينيس العالمي من خلال القيام بجولة على متن دراجة نارية عبر 33 مقاطعة ومنطقة ذاتية الحكم بالصين. لم يمض وقت طويل قبل أن يدرك أن تنفيذ الخطة ليس سهلاً.
I think the most challenging part for me was probably Tibet, just because it was so cold and we didn't expect it to be so cold. And even with all of our winter gear and everything that we had, you know, especially the first few days when we were going from Xinjiang to Tibet, there was a lot of mountain passes, so a lot of snow and ice and no way to really get warm on the road. It's just horrible. I had to get up. I couldn't remain lying. My head hurt so much. And then what do? I was just sitting here, drinking water for like 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I hope it gets better.
I know. And my neck is absolutely killing me. I don't know what's going on with my neck, but it's really painful.
I think it sounds like you just need to loosen up a little bit when you're on the bike, though, doesn't it? Your back, shoulders, and neck.
I need like a hot shower. I really do, on my neck.
We need hot springs.
And then the other challenge was, I think, when we were in Western Sichuan, so all the roads were unmade. So it was all dirt and gravel. And that made me extremely nervous because there's construction going on, there's big trucks, always no barriers on the road. The road is gravel, which our bike wasn't ideal for. So we couldn't go fast, and I was always worried about slipping. So that was a little bit scary. But I mean, the overall, like, you know, the scenery and everything really made up for it. That was beautiful. I mean, I'm tired too, but I'm not as tired as he. He has to keep the bike upright, and the relief once you get from a dirt road onto a nice road is just huge.
没有什么能够阻挡你对自由的向往。
قضيا ليلة في يورت المنغولي وسط أسوأ عاصفة مطرية ذلك العام. أتيحت الفرصة لهما لحضور جنازة في منطقة نينسيا ذاتية الحكم لقومية خواي. زارا أكبر تمثال حجري لبوذا في العالم في مقاطعة سيتشوان. ألقيا كلمة في معرض الدراجات النارية على أعلى مستوى في آسيا. كانت الرحلة مفعمة بكثير من التحد، بينما شهد مختلف الشخصيات والعادات والتقاليد والثقافات المحلية.
We were going towards Dunhuang, and which is, you know, it's all very deserty. On the roadsides there were these melon stands, you know, and they were just selling to tourists and things, but there was nothing else, just these melon stands every maybe a half a kilometer, every kilometer, 2 kilometers, there was these. And we just stopped and we said, we want to try it, see what it is. And this lady, she was obviously like a farmer's wife, and she was just from the local town. She was growing the melons and selling them, and only sells them for 2 months in the summer. So that's the only time that they sort of have this business going on. And she was so kind to us. She, you know, she welcomed us, and she was telling us we should sit and eat the melon. And even though, you know, clearly this was her business, and she only makes money, you know, these 2-3 months in the summer, she was welcoming us to try the melon and eat. She kept cutting for us and kept making us eat, and it was just like very, very sweet and welcoming. And we were trying to pay her for it, and she was like, no, she doesn't want anything, and she wanted to give us more to take with us on the trip and everything. And it was, you know, it was a sort of a good, I would say we spent maybe at 45 minutes to an hour with her, and she was so courteous and so kind, and she was sort of like, you know, wanting to know, how do you say please sit down in English, and how do you say please eat more, you know. And I mean, how many foreigners is she going to see that year? Maybe 1 or 2 more, and she was wanting to learn it for the other foreigners, which I thought was really sweet. And that was just one example of people who have relatively little, you know, obviously compared to us, very, very, very little, still wanting to share everything with us. And I think that was very moving, just in general, in the trip.
وفرت الجولة الطويلة لإيمي فرصة لاستكشاف الأساليب المعمارية المختلفة وتقنيات الحفاظ على المباني التاريخية. دونت ملاحظاتها والتقطت الصور، بينما أنشأت موقعا إلكترونيا عن الجولة على شبكة الإنترنت.
So this is the website we made for the trip. I put this together before we left. The idea being, well, we kept a daily sort of trip diary where we could, you know, let our friends, families, and anyone who's interested in following our trip, you know, learn about our progress, see what was going on the road, and that was actually a lot of fun having people follow along. So these are more recent posts, but you can see this is the last day on the road when we finally finished, and getting into the the East Coast when it was getting smoggy and cold. So that was fun. We also had a special page where people could keep track of different stats that we had. So like how many days in the road. Every day I would update how many days we were on, the total kilometers, the number of provinces, because our goal was to reach all 33. So we would increase the number every time. We also had this a GPS track, so you could actually see the exact route that we took, and this little figure would be where we were. So I would update that a couple times a week. I'd be able to update that map, which is cool.
قام بالرحلة بهدف جمع الأموال لمؤسسة خيرية صينية، أي مشروع الغذاء المجاني للأطفال الذي يساعد على توفير وجبات للأطفال الفقراء في المناطق الريفية بالصين.
And what we liked about Mianfei Wutan Free Lunch was that they have a very simple message, which is for 3 renminbi a day, you can sponsor a child to give them a nutritious meal at lunchtime. So you can just buy them a lunch. And their goal is just to make sure that the kids get meat, vegetables and rice and maybe a soup or egg or something like that every day, so it's nutritious. And the reason that they did this charity is to be able to become more accessible to the kids very inland, you know, very in the mountain areas and places like that where it's really difficult to get to school. Sometimes the kids have to walk 1 or 2 hours just to get to school.
For something so simple, you know, just, you know, providing a school lunch can have such a big impact because, you know, really the most important way I think that you can sort of improve people's lives is improve access to education. And, you know, from the parent's point of view, you know, keeping your kid at home so that they can work is also beneficial. But if you don't have enough food, if they're basically you're sending their kids to school so that they can eat. But then obviously there's this other benefit that now they're at school, now they're actually getting this education, and that, you know, that just has such a huge impact. And if you think that that can happen just from providing some lunch, some food, it was really incredible.
Yeah.
كثيرا ما يسألهم الناس كيف تمكن من حمل كل ما يحتاجانه للرحلة التي استمرت 5 أشهر. تقليص جميع الأشياء ووضعها في الحقائب يمكن أن تحملها دراجة نارية يشكل تحديا كبيرا لهم. كان بحاجة لأشياء خاصة بالصيف والشتاء وأيام الثلج والمطر، فضلا عن معدات التخييم وأكياس النوم وحصائر النوم ومعدات الطبخ. كان عليهم أيضا أن يأخذوا أدوات وقطع غيار للدراجة النارية.
This is basically all of the clothes I was allowed to take for 5 months. So 1 change of clothes basically, plus any sort of like warmer winter gear. And then here we have some of the things that we took, which were like medicine, things to clean water. So if we were camping, we would just find water and then we put these chemicals in the water and it would clean the water and then you boil it. This was a lifesaver for me because I was using this to wash all of our clothes basically over 5 months in hotel sinks and in, you know, wherever you could find somewhere to wash clothes. I was using this soap to wash clothes. Then we had, you know, things like very, these were like luxuries, you know, like in Tibet I would have one of these packets once a day and it would keep my hands and feet warm, you know, and just think this very small things like that. We had, this is a water bottle for when we were in the desert areas. It was so hot, and so Buck had to carry a backpack with the water bottle inside. So basically the backpack was like this. When we were riding, it was like right up against me because that was how much space we had on the bike. And some of the smaller camping things like head torches and things like that. A lot of the electronics, which I'll let Buck explain a little bit more. 2 cameras, one that I always had around me. I always had this so that if we stopped and we saw something interesting, I could just quickly take a picture, and then one a bit nicer camera. And then these are interesting. We had a log to show Guinness record that we had actually done this. Every hotel had to sign and sort of. Oh right, yeah, Guinness still has the log. And then we had all of our journals, because we also had to keep notes on every day that we were on the road. So we did video diaries in the evening, so both of us filmed like 2 or 3 minutes of video diaries, and then we also kept physical diaries as well. So we had a lot of these, and we had to send these back to Beijing often when they got full. And this is something that I like to show people because I think it's quite special. We got a flag.
This is something we did with the charity?
With the charity, yeah.
So...
Oh.
Basically, when we got to different places, we would have...
This is the charity, free lunch for children.
We would try and get all the different people we met. I think one thing that's really cool, and this is unique to China, as you can see, we have different languages too.
Yeah,
you know?
Different types. There's Tibetan. We have some Mongolian
yeah,
stuff.
There's the the Uyghur script. There's Mongolian.
Have some English.
Some English, Chinese. It's very cool, actually.
Yeah. So when we met people on the road and other people that were cycling, riding, or just good friends, we made some friends, and they would just sign our flag for us.
حصلا على شهادة رسمية من موسوعة غينيس في عيد الربيع لعام 2014، وكسرا الرقم القياسي العالمي من خلال جولة كبرى على متن دراجة نارية في الصين. يؤلف باك كتاباً عن الرحلة في حين تصنع إيمي ألبوم الصور حول مغامراتهما.
I'm doing a small project, which is I want to create a photo book, a photo album of all the pictures that we took, because we took a lot of pictures on the ride. So I've just started creating this, this layout for this photo book, and it includes the architecture, the landscapes, any sort of interesting cultural experiences that we had, such as meeting new people or eating interesting foods, things like that, and then also just daily life on the road. And then there's some travel pics of the ride on the road, so the road situation sometimes. So it's not just, I'm trying not to just do pretty pictures, I'm trying to do like, how did it feel on the actual trip. So a little bit of everything.
يحبان الحياة في بكين، فلديهما الكثير من الأصدقاء الذين دائما ما يتجمعون في فترة ما بعد الظهر لتبادل الخبرات والتحدث عن المستقبل. ليس من المستغرب أن يتحدثوا عن المغامرة الكبيرة لباك وإيمي.
Cheers. Thanks for coming.
Cheers. Thanks for coming out.
When they told me about doing this trip, I was like, okay, you should just do it, They were not too sure, and I supported them. It's an adventure, so just go for it. It was a crazy trip, and I think they got a lot out of it. And as you can tell, now they're looking for more and more.
When they first told me about it, I was blown away. I thought it was just sounding like a very exciting idea and a real adventure. And but then when they started building towards it and started preparing for it, and it became real, and they took off all that day, and it was just, we would keep track of it, and we were just amazed at all the stuff they did. And but worry about them being out on the road and stuff, but they came back and they had a great time, and we're all really proud of them.
Yeah, it's really great what Bucko and Amy are doing. The ride that they did, the Great Ride of China before, was really impressive. We were really, all of our friends here, we were really amazed. that they planned it and took on the trip, and it was really impressive following them. And now this new trip, it's just like they can't stop. They're just gonna have to do the next great thing, and it's really ambitious. I don't think I'll actually be able to join them on the ride, but I would love to join them for some practicing because I need to exercise more, and I think it's bicycling is something I love, especially in Beijing.
يعتزمان القيام بمشروع جريء في الصيف القادم، رحلة من القصر الإمبراطوري في بكين إلى مصب رأس التنين لاولونغكو بالصينية لسور الصين العظيم في مدينة تشينغكوانداو على مدى 24 ساعة.
After we finished the Great Ride of China, both of us started getting more interested in cycling, actually. And one thing we wanted to think of what was another trip we could do, but by bicycle instead. And in Europe, there's a very popular ride to go from London to Paris in 24 hours. So, you know, between two historic cities, you know, ending at the Champs-Élysées. And so we wanted to think what would be an equivalent trip to do in China. And so we're looking at the map, and we saw that actually to go from the Forbidden City in the center of Beijing to the Old Dragon's Head, where the Great Wall enters the ocean, is about the same distance as from between London and Paris. So right now we're training and getting ready to do the Forbidden City to the Old Dragon's Head in 24 hours. So it would be about 300 kilometers or 200 miles. So that's something we're really excited with, and we're partnering with another charity, a charity that two friends of ours are starting called Education in Sight, that helps also helping school children with bad eyesight get glasses so that they can, you know, see the boards, do their homework properly, and so we're really excited about that. All right, should we head out?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.